Good morning. Time to make the coffee. This morning's flavor is toasted hazelnut. Always a good basic. That was always my favorite throughout the years, and I still enjoy it. Everything's gotten to be like a million choices. Coffees, teas, beers, wines, you name it. There's tons of choices. Sometimes I think we have too many choices. Makes for confusion and indecision. Well, in a way it's good. In a way, basics are the best. So, guess what I'm doing today? Yep, more planting. I'm waiting for my Amazon order to come. It was only $3.99, and I bought longer skewers for the tops of my little baggy greenhouses. So hopefully I can get more of those planted today. And I think I have enough soil, at least for now, otherwise I'll have to go out and get some. But I have to go out tomorrow. I need to get my taxes done. Hopefully I'll get money back. I would think I would, but you never know. So especially with all these new tax agents, you're going to be getting a call more often than not. So you want to make sure everything is pristine on your taxes so that the government can spend more trillions of dollars. Oy. And we worry about our little pittance that we get. Oh well, such is life. We carry on and we make ourselves a happy life and a happy day. And the heck with all of that nonsense. All right, let me give this a try. Cheers. Very good, especially after that little outside trek that I just did. Well, I wanted to show you my Malabar spinach. I rescued this from outside last fall, and this has a humongous root system. I just never planted it in dirt because it was doing pretty well in water. I just had it sitting on a windowsill. These leaves are edible with the Malabar spinach. These are starting to yellow. Like I said, they've been on there since last fall. The main reason was I haven't been eating off this plant, but I wanted to save it so I could replant it. But I noticed this morning that it's blooming, so it'll be getting little beads or berries eventually. Won't focus. But then I can save the seeds. So the Malabar spinach will be going out in the garden, and I suppose I could take cuttings from this too, and then it would branch out. I notice it's getting some growth here, so I think if I took this off and rooted it, I would have two plants. But I'm not going to do that now. I'm just going to let it live in the water until it's warm enough to plant it outside. Actually, the leaves are very tasty. They're they're soft, but they're kind of waxy, but they have a really pleasant taste. You can even grow those inside, obviously. So plant yourself some Malabar spinach if you're trying to do an indoor garden. It's a good choice. It turns into a vine. And I've seen videos where it's just kind of grown all over the place. So I got to get back to my planting. I cleaned up a little bit yesterday. Yay. At least this is clean. And I have some more cleaning up to do, and the table section still looks the same. So as soon as I get my skewers, I'll put things back outside, and I'll show you where all my little greenhouses are living. So let's go take a look. Well, somebody's sniffing out the little critters that were on the deck last night. Who knows what they might have been. Well, this is where all my little baggies are living. Some there. And then most of them are living out there. And over there. There. And all these. So yes, it's raining again here in Ohio. Gray and gloomy. Somebody's ball blew into the yard. Don't know where that came from. So I'll give it to one of my grandchildren. But yep, it's not a beautiful day today. It's 45, but it's only going to be like 50. So, but the birds are happy. They like making nests in these little arborvitaes, which are slowly dying because it's too crowded. Have to take that one out. But, yep, this is it. Lovely day here in Ohio, so we'll stay in the house. Come on, babies. Let's go inside. Goodbye, ugly weather. Alright, for yesterday I get a red X. I didn't spend much. I spent $3.99 on longer skewers. It was just too cumbersome using the smaller ones and trying to keep them in. Much easier using the larger ones, and since I found some for a fairly cheap price on Amazon, I bought those. So I'm hoping today is Monday, I'm hoping not to spend any money. Tuesday I have to go have my taxes done, so I might stop and pick up some paper cups. I was watching Robbie and Gary Gardening Easy again, and she was planting in these little like cups that you use to rinse your mouth when you brush your teeth. And it looked really simple, and she was only putting one seed in each one. And then if the seed wasn't coming up, you know, in a couple weeks, she would put another seed in. So not wasting any seeds. And then she would just take the cup out of, it was like a 2-cup method. She would take the inner cup out and just plant the whole thing right in her garden. So that would take away the transplant shock. So I want to give that a try because I still have some tomato seeds that I started today that I tried to start a little bit differently before, and they didn't germinate. So they're old seeds. So I'm going to try the paper towel, double paper towel method again, because that seemed to work much better than just putting it in a jar on top of one paper towel. So I'm going back to that, and I still have to plant the eggplant. And I have ideas for a lot of winter sowing things yet. We'll see how it does. Since they're old seeds, they might sprout, they might not. And since I'm new to this and just learning, you know, Rome wasn't built in a day. So there you go. There is my budget book. So this morning I wanted to do a review on this that I got from the Dollar Tree. And I still have it on my eyebrows. Personally, I'm leaving it on longer than the 5 minutes, But it's pretty easy. I didn't use the whole pack. I just used a little bit of it, and then I just folded that over. Just cut a little corner off, folded it over, and we'll see if it stays okay to use again. But it comes with a brush and a little mixing tray. So, but follow the directions. They recommend you do a patch test like with any hair color. I colored my hair for years, so I know I'm not allergic to hair color. But go ahead and do the patch test, and you usually do that like on your wrist. So follow the directions. Don't always do what Ellen says. Do what the box says. But for me, 5 minutes didn't do a thing. So now I'm going on 15 minutes. And I'll see, I might leave it on for half an hour if 15 minutes doesn't do it. Okay, well, I kind of lost the footage. I've been doing this color your eyebrows, and it's 5 minutes, but I'm doing it for a little bit longer. Dollar Tree, $1.25. I bought something similar at Drug Mart for around $10. So I mixed it up in the tray it comes with. Just follow the directions. And it says 5 minutes, but I checked it at 5 minutes and it didn't look like it did much of anything. So now I have it set for another 10 minutes. I reapplied it. So we're going on 15 minutes now, and we'll see if it's any darker. But 5 minutes didn't do much of anything. So I have my friend set as a timer. And like I said, I lost the footage, but it was pretty funny. She said, "Hasta la vista, baby." Who knows? So I'm going to let this sit until my timer goes off, and then I'll come back and we'll see what it did. Okay, so it's been 15 minutes altogether. Let's see if it's anything. Well, that's a little darker. 5 minutes was definitely not enough. But I think this might work. So I'm thinking leaving it on longer, maybe 15 to 20 minutes. And be very careful when you put this on because it can drip into your eyes. So I don't know. I think it's a little darker. It's not overwhelming. I don't know how long it's going to last, but so if you try this, check it every 5 minutes and see. I didn't mix it all up because it's just for my eyebrows. So, but I don't know. What do you think? All right. Oh, and then I bought this hydrating lipstick. It's supposed to be very hydrating. And this is the color I have on. So it's not overwhelming. I think it's a nice rosy color. And that was from Dollar Tree too. They had a couple different colors of this. You know, not every Dollar Tree has the same stuff, so. I don't know if this, you know, if you want to do this more often, I don't know how long it's going to last, but definitely for me, 5 minutes was not enough. So 15 minutes is what I left it on. So there we go. My Dollar Tree review. And I've been putting the eyelash serum on. I think this is going to be day 3. So we'll see how that works. And maybe we'll come out of this just being gorgeous. It's all about being gorgeous and not doing a lot of work. That's always a good thing. All right, so here is the final update. And what I ended up doing, I left the color on altogether for half an hour. And then it did seem to darken my eyebrows. 5 minutes didn't do anything. 15 minutes, not so much. But a half an hour, I think, is good. They're not too dark. They're not Joan Crawford dark. So, but they do have some more color. So that's what I did. Like I said, if you pick this up and try it, follow the directions, and it's up to you if you want to leave it on longer or not. It's what I did. So there you go. There's the review. It does work, but for me, not in 5 minutes. And I don't think it's overly dark. I don't know how long it's going to last. It might, only last a few days because you wash your face. But what I'm going to try to do when I wash my face is just kind of go around the eyebrows so I'm not soaping those up. I'll just use water on my eyebrows. So that's what I'm going to do. So here I am fooling around with this morning instead of doing my planting. But I'm just enjoying my coffee and looking through my plants. I found some more Malabar spinach that I'm going to plant. And then hopefully I'll get some seeds from the one I have growing. So I need to restart my eggplant. That was a bust. And there were some tomatoes that I wanted to plant that didn't do anything. So I'm going to do the paper towel method for the eggplant and the tomatoes, and just plant the rest in the baggies and carry on. All right, so today I don't have to cook. Yay. I still have some of the potato and carrot mash. I still have another mushroom left. So I can eat that. Or I was thinking about maybe throwing some stuff in a pot and just making some soup, because I did cook the pinto beans yesterday too, with the thought in mind of making soup in a day or two. So I could actually do that today, and if I don't eat soup, then I have cabbage that needs to be used up. I still have more carrots that need to be used up. Lots of salad fixings. Some peppers, so I could use all that up and throw it in the soup. I'm going to take a look at it and see if it needs to be done today, and then I can put my little pressure cooker back in the cupboard and get that part of the kitchen cleaned up. So it's a rainy day today, and keeping myself busy with doing all the things that I'm enjoying. But it's about time I finish up my my gardening adventures here and move on to something else. So all right, I will be back in a little bit, and we'll see what the day brings. Breakfast today: egg and cheese on Walmart bread with some mayo. I love this breakfast, and it's so simple. I've been keeping hard-boiled eggs cooked up for salads and breakfast. All right, yum. All right, well, I decided I'm making a soup because some of these things are looking like they're getting kind of tired. So I have half a cabbage here. I'm going to make a quarter of that. I don't want a whole half of cabbage. I don't want a big pot of soup, just a little pot. My celery is still looking okay, but it's starting to go wanky. So, and then for tonight, I'm going to make a salad. So while I'm at it, I'm going to cut up a few things for the salad. So I have the beans. I have 3 little peppers. This one's starting to get a bad spot, so those will go in the soup. I'll pick the best one, well, part of it anyway, for salad tonight. Some greens from the celery, they'll be going in the soup. I'll chop those up. Couple carrots. I still have 1.5 carrots left. That I'll save for something else. I could make a coleslaw with shredded carrots. So I always put a paper towel in with my carrots, and I put them in a green bag and leave them open. That way they don't get slimy. And I check them every once in a while, and if they're starting to, go bad, because I peel these anyway. So even if they're not the prettiest, they're still perfectly good. So I always put a paper towel in with my produce. So the celery can go back in for another day. And if you have too much celery, you can either freeze it or juice it. Celery juice is very healthy. And I was just watching a video, I think it was from Dr. Mandel, and he was talking about drinking celery juice every morning on an empty stomach to heal a gut. So I'm going to give that a try, maybe. But, you can juice your celery. And then, of course, all my little schnibbles of veggies are going to be going into one of my composters. I fed my worms recently, so they probably don't need it. And I always have a little compost pile going with coffees and whatever. So those will be going there. I have my potatoes I need to start using up because a lot of them are starting to chit. And I really don't want 20 potato plants. I have an onion that needs to get cooked up. So that's all what's going into my soup. I'm going to shred the cabbage, chunk up the carrots, save a little piece of the carrot for my salad for tonight, because I have salad that, it was a bag salad that's seen its better days. So, and then of course I have the beans, the pinto beans. So that's what's going to be going into my soup. Easy peasy. I don't know if I'll eat that tonight or leftovers, but I'll probably eat the soup and save the leftovers for the next day. So we'll see. All right, that's what's for dinner tonight. Bean soup, I think. All right, well, here's dinner for tonight. My beautiful homemade bean and veggie soup. Yum. And garlic bread from the Dollar Tree that's been in the freezer since Christmas time, and it's still perfectly good, so using that up. I'm looking forward to eating this. So just using up what I have. All right, well, that was my day today. Not overly productive, but a pleasant day. The soup was delicious. Still have lots of planting to do. I did get all my tomatoes planted on the paper towels. There we go. I planted a couple of winter sowing bags. Looked through a lot of my seeds to see what I actually want to plant, what I'm not planting. Organizing the kitchen mess table a little bit. So that was my day, and then all of a sudden I got really sleepy, so I took myself a little nap, and that felt very good because it's a wonderful nap day. The weather was just all day long gloomy and rainy, So a nap was just what the doctor ordered. So, all right, my friends, that's all I have for you today. Let me know what you're up to in the comments below. So, I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you. And I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. Thanks for watching.